Hello, everybody, and welcome to Freefall, where we talk about anything and everything musical. I'm your host, Davies Talo, and today on Freefall, we're going to be discussing something that I just came up with just not too long ago. Something that I thought would be pretty interesting. You know how bands of they put out the special record that we can't get enough of, and then people love it so much the band goes out and does the whole album live. Doesn't happen all the time, but with this particular band, they did it back in the early '90s, 91, 1991. But the band is Queensryche, band that kind of have a love-hate relationship with. I love their earlier stuff. Everything after Promised Land, well, kind of sucks. Except for the latest stuff they've been putting out is pretty good. I haven't heard their most of the latest stuff they've done with what's his name, Todd Latore. I think that's out. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But I think I heard the most recent one, Digital Noise Alliance. It sounds pretty good. But anyway, we're not here to discuss the most current stuff. We're here to go back in time to Operation Mindcrime, released in May 3rd, 1988. Hard to believe it's been that long since that came out. There's this little gem right here. Wasn't the first album I bought. I think the first album I bought was Empire. Of course, Empire is what did it for me. Silent Lucidity. The other song that I love on there. Oh, Best I Can. Jet City Woman. But basically, Silent Lucidity. Just love that song. Still love it today. Of course, I'd heard Queensryche prior to this. One of my friends bought their EP debut, and it's kind of funny. I remember we were sitting. I had a 1974 Dodge four-wheel drive short bed, and I had not eight track cassette player on it. Because you had to have a cassette back then. Before that was eight track, then was cassette, then was CD. But they said, you gotta check this band out. And I'll never forget what he said following this. Yeah, Queen's lead singer has quit Queen, and he's come up with this new band called Queensryche. And I'm going, Freddie Mercury quit Queen and is doing a band called Queensryche? And he put it on. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Freddie. But, I wasn't going to rain on my friend's parade here. I had no idea who Queensryche was or anything. They sounded pretty good. And if you look on the back of the EP, it has the band on the back. And Jeff Tate kind of looks like Freddie Mercury a little bit. So, but anyway, course, I later found out, oh, it wasn't Freddie Mercury, it was Jeff Tate, and blah blah blah. So, but I'll never forget that, how my friend thought it was Freddie and it wasn't. So, but anyway, after I got into them, I got this. I thought pretty good. I really loved it. Especially Breaking the Silence and Eyes of a Stranger. So anyway, I'm thought, yeah, this is great. But along about 99 or see 1991, yeah, released October 28th, 1991. What's this little gem? Operation Livecrime. They do the entire Operation Mindcrime album live. I love this album. I absolutely love this. So, which do I think is better? This one or this one? Well, this one. This one's good, don't get me wrong. But this one has a lot more power, a lot more energy. I mean, this is good for what it is, but Operation Lifetime. Whoop. Hang on a sec. My microphone passed out. Okay, stay right there. But this is awesome. I mean, from the beginning, right from the beginning, when I remember now, it just grabs you. Anarchy X, Revolution Calling, Operation Mindcrime, Speak. It goes right into spreading the disease. Oh, Scott's drums are just awesome. Awesome on that. Needle Lies, fast-paced awesomeness. Breaking the Silence, I Don't Believe in Love, and ends with Eyes of a Stranger, just powerful. I listen to this way more than I do the studio album. Like I said, don't get me wrong, the studio album is good. It's a must-have for any Queensryche fan. But if you want just sheer power and excitement of Queensryche live, get this. Get it. I don't know if they've done a reboot of this one. I don't think they have. I mean, the only way they could improve on this is if they remastered it, because I'll admit that the CDs, back from first 10 years of CDs, the sound was rather limited, and I can see where people, loved vinyl more than the CD, but still, that's what a volume control knob is for. But I'm kind of hoping they'll do a remaster of this and see what they come up with. Of course, it would be nice if Stephen Wilson, they got Stephen Wilson to do a remaster of this. Even this. But Operation Livecrime, check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's just awesome power. But anyway, that's what I'm sticking to. Operation Livecrime over Operation Mindcrime. I'm going to stick with that. So, okay, moving right along here. I was going to do two separate shows, but I said, nah, we'll include this in it. Went to the record store recently. And picked up some goodies. First one was this right here. My first Metallica album in, well, God, when did the, since, now I can't think of the album name. That's how long it's been since I listened to it. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me much? Death Magnetic. Why couldn't I think of that? Of course, like I said, I don't think I've listened to that album since 2008. I've listened to Hardwire to Self-Destruct, which I like a little bit better, but Saint Anger and Death Magnetic. Saint Anger, in my opinion, sucks. Death Magnetic's okay, improvement, but yeah. But anyway, this one I'm really impressed with. Though the cover, come on. M, really? With a cradle that's been charred? Yellow? No. And then you turn it over, and you get this right here. 72 season, I guess that's an S. And behind there you got James's ugly mug. Of course, if you didn't know it was James, you'd think it was the old man from the mountain. Of course, anyway, you get this thing. There's Metallica's name. 72 seasons Metallica. Fascinating. Of course, you open this up right here. You get a pair of charred headphones and then Lars's ugly mug. You open that one up, and you get a charred turntable with Kurt's ugly mug. And then you open that up, you get a charred globe of the Earth. And I'm really Robert ugly mug. And then you open that up and you get this, the booklet. Oh, and there's the CD with M on it. Fascinating. And let's see, what else you got here? Oh, the track listing. And you get this little thing with a charred bear on the front. And more, then you get the lyrics. I will admit, though, I don't know about Hardwired to Self-Destruct, but Death Magnetic, if you wanted to read along the lyrics with the music, you wouldn't be able to do it. But here, at least you can. I remember on the Death Magnetic, you open it up and it's like you were going down layer by layer in the dirt. I don't know if I get another picture of more stuff, more charred stuff. Everything's melted. But anyway, this I don't like. This sucks. To get to the CD. I would much rather have the old style where you could open it up and get the booklet out, and then trying to get this back into this, into this, into this. Uh, well, for some reason, the top edge gets stuck. But anyway. But other than the sucky cover and everything, it's a good album. It's really growing on me. Excuse me. I mean, and plus you don't have the track listing on anything that or here. You have to go to the very last, unless you want to go through the booklet. And then you got, behind Robert, you got the track listing. It starts out with the title song, 72 Seasons, which is good. Shadows Follow, great. Screaming Suicide, I like that one. Sidewalk, My Life Away, good. But anyway, Chasing Light, I think out of all of them is my favorite so far. Room of Mirrors is good. But anyway. Well, but I'll try to put this back together later. So anyway, improvement on the music. The cover and everything sucks. I'm sorry. It does. Just put it in a regular jewel box, jewel case like this. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be fancy. You don't need this stupid crap. I hate that. So anyway, I let the cat out of the bag. My next one is my next acquisition from the record store was this little gem. Bob Seger, Ride Out. It's good, except one of the songs on here really turned me off, and I think it's Your World. And unfortunately, I don't know what your thoughts or your on climate change is. We all have our own opinions on that. My opinion is it's a natural thing. It always has been and always will be. We are a part of this world. And I've always maintained what's the opposite of an ice age? A warm age. So, and Bob is bought into the climate change nuttiness, as far as I'm concerned. So, good album. Minus one song. So, but definitely check it out. The next one was my first purchase of this band, which goes back to the 1960s. Started with a man named Randy Bachman, who went out to form Bachman Turner Overdrive. I believe 1964. But anyway, picked up this. The Guess Who. Track records collection. 2-disc set. There's the band on the front. What form of the band? There's been a number of different incarnations of the Guess Who. I believe the current band has only one original member left. There's Burton Cummings, lead singer, not the original lead singer. I think he joined in like 69, 68, 69. But I really like this album. I wasn't when I was younger, I wasn't a big Guess Who fan, but I've learned to appreciate their music. Of course, if you know anything about the late '60s or the '70s, you know you had the Vietnam War and stuff going on, so you get a few songs about that. Of course, it's got all their hits and then some. So definitely check it out. I believe I think I picked this up for like $5.99. Definitely worth it. And then my fourth purchase was this REO Speedwagon 3-disc set. You got um, Nine Lives, Good Trouble, and Riding the Storm Out. Again, I picked it up used, really, really good condition for being a used uh, set. Really, really good condition. No scratches on the disc. The cover's in great shape, though this one corner is kind of bent a little bit right here. Really thin too. This one I don't mind. Something like this, a cover like this, I don't mind because it's easy. Though when you got the disc tucked into these little slots, little pockets, it's kind of hard to get them out sometimes. But this one wasn't too bad. But it was. I'm not a big REO Speedwagon fan. I think I've only got 2 albums of theirs. Oh no, 3. I got their greatest hits and High Infidelity, and the last one I can't remember. It was The Earth, the Small Man, the World, or something in the Chicken, or something, some stupid name. But these are really good. Though the version of Riding the Storm Out has got Mike Murphy on vocals. It would have. It's too bad they don't have the one with Kevin. Though they do have the tracks with Kevin's vocals because they included in their or blah, blah, greatest hits. Let me get to the right screen here. Oh, for crying out loud! Hit the wrong thing. I hate it when you hit the wrong thing. Okay. In fact, I seen REO in concert not too long ago. Them and Styx were touring. I believe the year ago last fall at the Utah State Fair. Great show. Loved it. Okay, here we go. Okay. The Earth, a Small Man, His Dog, and a Chicken. I got that one, I believe, on cassette. And High Fidelity. Uh, Decade of Rock and Roll. That's what it is. 1970, 1980. Great. I love that album. Love it. Uh, and they got, of course, they don't have the studio version. I forgot about this. They don't have the studio version of Riding the Storm Out on that. They got it from the live album, which is fantastic. But they do have the studio tracks from that album with Kevin on them because they included some other songs from that album. I believe. Let's see. Put my glasses on here because it's so small. Yes. Son of a Poor Man. They included on that. And it's got Kevin's vocals instead of Mike's. Nothing against Mike Murphy, but I think I like Kevin's vocals a lot better. Mike Murphy's got, it's more of a deeper vocal. Still good, but I'm sorry, Kevin's vocals are a lot better. And the thing about Kevin Cronin, his vocals has not diminished whatsoever. In my opinion, watching him live or Year Go Last, he's just energetic as ever. His vocals are just as clean as ever, which I'm glad. You know, usually a lot of stars when they get in their 70s and stuff, 60s and 70s, their vocals start suffering. I know Ian Gillan. I don't know if anything can be done to help his vocals, but he can't hit the high notes anymore. I miss that, but he can still sing great. So anyway, check those out. You know, definitely check these out. Guess Who? Bob Seger, Riding Out. I believe this is. When was this released? It was released quite a while ago. 2001, I believe. Maybe older than that. But anyway. And then this 3-disc set. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon. Amazon has everything, don't they? So anyway, check them out. Definitely check out Operation Livecrime, Queensryche. You won't be disappointed. And the new Metallica album. You won't just be disappointed on that one either. Vast improvement. Again, vast improvement. May just get me back into them. So, anyway, that's it for today. I know I haven't done much since I did the 31 days of 31 days of ballads, power ballads for the month of May. Been kind of, I don't know, kind of down on myself lately. Kind of lonesome around here without my mom. I mean, still trying to get used to that. Oh, you don't. I don't think you do. I don't think you really get used to the idea that they're no longer there. I mean, they were there your whole life, from your earliest memories, and one day, you know, they're not. You know, there are times I think I'll call mom. Oh no, oh, that's right, dummy. She's not there. If you've ever lost your parents, you're a parent or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But you gotta keep going. But breathe heavy, deep breaths and get through it. So, anyway, enough of that. Going to be trying to do some ranking videos here pretty soon. A lot of new stuff coming out. Going to be trying to get some reviews of new music. In fact, get out of this. this. A lot of new releases here. Band I've never heard before. Antique. Really slow motion and instrumental core. Sounds interesting. Extreme. Really? Their album called Six. Squid O Monolith. Let's see. Peter Gabriel put out a single, Road to Joy. So is Peyton Parrish, Raven. Let's see. Neil Young, and I assume that's Crazy Horse. Don't Spook the Horse. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Neil Young fan. Neil Young, to me, is one of those people you don't like. You like some of what he does, but then he opens his mouth and asserts his ass. I just don't understand him. Well, I guess I do, because he's an angry old man, like Roger Waters is an angry old man. Him and Roger. Yeah, there you go. Neil Young and Roger Waters ought to get together and they could come up with an album called As the Bull Crap Turns. Though crap won't be in there. It'll be S, starting with S and ending with T. Roger's really gone off the deep end lately. I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. He has gone off the deep end. He is, as far as I'm concerned, become totally anti-Semitic. I put up with what he did in the wall to a certain point, because what somebody writes about in a book or anything doesn't always mean that their views are that way. But as time goes on, I've convinced that Roger is just an angry son of a bee. And he needs to be slapped. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel. So what else here? What else we got here? Rock Narden, Black Diamond single. Rival Sons, I want to check this one out. Rival Sons, Dark Fighter. That sounds interesting. One album I will definitely not be checking out is this one, Buck Cherry, Volume 10. I do not like Buck Cherry, and I never will. Every time I hear that name, it just turns me right off. I'm sorry. They're the most asinine band around. I'm sorry. You may love them, but I don't. That's my feelings toward them. Glory Hammer. They have a new album called Return to the Kingdom of Fife, which is pretty good. I haven't heard the whole thing yet, but more to come on that one. What else we got here? Or Linda Ronstadt as heard on TV. Not a big Linda Ronstadt fan. Live Evil, Black Sabbath Live Evil, 40th Super Anniversary Super. 40th anniversary. 40th, Live Evil, then in parentheses, 40th Anniversary Super. Okay, whatever. I've heard that. It definitely sounds better than the original album. The original album I liked, but as time went on, not so much. I think it's because as much as I like Ronnie James Dio, I just can't get used to him singing songs like Black Sabbath and Iron Man and NIB. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry, but still, the album, the remix and stuff is vastly improved the sound quality. Venge Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. I've heard some of that, pretty good. Jury's still out though. Uh, Skipper's got a single called I Am Alice. Eric Clapton, not a big fan. Let's see who else we got here. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Kind of a fan of them. The single called Dragon sounds pretty good. Really hard and heavy. I'm kind of hoping they'll do some heavy stuff. Guess Who headline single. Haven't heard that one yet, but we're checking that out. What else have we got here? Bruce? No, Bruce. Bruce Springsteen and I, if we got in the same room, no, it wouldn't work. I do not like Bruce Springsteen. I did back in the day, but when rockers become too political, and now I'll give you this: rock and roll has always been had its political side, but when they get too political, then they just turn me off. And Bruce Springsteen is, well, he got too political at a certain point, but I won't go into that. Slipknot is putting out an EP. Adderall. That's not whatever. So anyway, Joni Mitchell, not a big fan. But a single. Oh, here we go. The Little Mermaid for the first time. Whatever. Excuse me. Not much else here. Well, let me put it this way. Not much else here that turns my crank. So, anyway, definitely going to check all these other things out, and down the line somewhere we'll be doing a review of some of these. But anyway. Been listening to a lot of Gentle Giant lately, and Yes. Their Yes's new album, Mirror to the Sky, or Mirror to the Mirror to the Sky, or Mirror to the Stars. Mirror to the Sky. That's really grown on me. Really good. The Quest is good, but this is a vast improvement over it, especially in the drum area. It's just too bad Ellen had to go out the way he did. His drumming suffered. He had the poor guy. He loved playing the drums. He loved being in Yes. I know that. He just, when you consider it, look back, Yes has only had two drummers, Bill Buford and Alan White. Of course, Alan was in the band longer than Bill. And they only, for, I think, up till 2016 or something, they only had Chris Squire on bass. Though Billy Sherwood has really stepped up, done great. He hasn't tried to copy Chris's play on the new album. Well, the last two albums, the Quest or Mirror of the Sky. He, that's what really impresses me is when somebody comes in and they don't try to copy their predecessor. They, they come close to a certain point, but they do their own thing. But yet, when they go out and play the old stuff, they can do it justice. And Billy Sherwood has really uh, put his A game on. What else have I been listening to lately? Well, that's a band called Comus. Very interesting band. You'd have to hear them. Comus. Band their first album, First Utterance, released in 1971. Really different, really strange, but good. Sometimes strange is good. Also been listening to a band called Lighthouse. First album came out in 1969. Self-titled debut. Really liking this. Different, but good rock and roll. Good 60s, early 70s stuff. What else here? Library here. Oh, go back. Nope, that's not what I want. Band called Doc Holliday. Pete Pardo turned me onto this band. Really good. Their third album, though, is kind of really bad. It's one of those albums that, well, it kind of reminds me of what happened with Gravedigger. They put out two heavy albums, and then their third album called just Digger, Stronger Than Ever. It's okay, but vastly different from their previous two albums. Here, Doc Holliday puts out their self-titled album, and then Doc Holliday Rise Again, heavy, bluesy, country fried rock. Fantastic. And then they put out, let's see, what was it called? Modern Medicine. Doc Holliday, Modern Medicine. And you're like, what happened to the drums? It's a drum machine. And it sounds like he's in a phone booth and he's got the drum machine and all the instruments in the small little phone booth that he's singing in. It's horrible. Horrible. I'm like, because I listened to Doc Holliday Rides Again, and I'm like, wow, this is power. This is really powerful. And I listened to that, Modern Medicine, and I'm like, holy cow. That's awesome. Luckily, they got their heads on straight. They took some time off and then came back and did this thing called Danger Zone, which I haven't heard yet, but according to Pete Pardo and them, vast improvement. So I guess a lot of bands do that. I know Celtic Frost did that at one point. They put out 3 great albums in their fourth one. It's okay, but vastly different. But here, Doc Holliday, modern medicine, they needed some modern medicine to cure that. It was horrible. I listened to a couple songs on it, and I'm like, no, 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 this is not going to work. So anyway, um, oh, Arian Lucason's Supersonic Revolution. If you, this album is fantastic. Um, it's like a modern take of 60s rock and roll, 60s and 70s rock and roll. It just called the Golden Age of Music. Supersonic Revolution, Golden Age of Music. It just kicks butt. If you like 70s flavored music, it's just, this is for you. Arian Lucason's Supersonic Revolution, Golden Age of Music. Check it out. What else we got here? Of course, been listening to ELO's Time album a lot lately. Blood Ceremony. I think I did a review of their album, their most recent album. The Old Ways Remains, fantastic. Though I believe their fourth album, Lord of Misrule, is really, I like that album. It's fantastic. The new one's great, but that one's really great, really good. Gordon Lightfoot lost a great man when he passed away. If you like mellow music that got a great storyline, Gordon Lightfoot's the one for you. His music is just fantastic. He was a great man. And there's a lot more to than just the record of Edmund Fitzgerald, which is, I love that song, but he's got so much more music than just that. So, but anyway, we'll stop there. Going a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. So much great music out there, people. And as I've said before on other videos, my aim here on this channel is to get information out to you, the public, about these different bands, you know, what I'm listening to, what I think is fantastic. You know, even if I say I don't like it, make your own determination. Check out these bands. You know, if I say, well, I don't particularly care for this band, excuse me. Oh. But if I say this band I don't care for, make your own determination. You may like it. Where I don't, you may like it. But so many great bands out there. You know, Black Label Society, Iron Flame, Leather, Beast in Black, Summerlands, Montrose, The Guess Who, Celtic Frost, Lorena McKennitt, love her. If you want good, calm, mellow music with different atmospheres, different flavors, you know, Middle Eastern flavor, you know, all kinds of different textures and everything. Lorena McKennitt is a fantastic lady. She plays multiple instruments. her voice is like an angel. Definitely check her out. My favorite album, hers, is The Book of Secrets. Just love that album. That's the first one I think I heard of hers. I decided to check it out, check her out, and I put that on, and I just like get go. It starts out with prologue, and then goes into the Mummer's Dance, just haunting Middle Eastern flavor. Oh, doesn't get music like it doesn't get any better than Lorena McKenna. Uh, I trip people out when I put on Lorena McKenna, and then a little while later I'll put on Celtic Frost. I'll trip people out. Say, how you like Lorraine McKenna, but you like Celtic Frost? How do you do that, man? Well, I just do. Of course, I Paint Parish. I tripped out my partner in crime at the parts counter. I was listening to his album called "The Most Magical Album on Earth," and it's got different songs from different Disney movies. Hence why it's called the most magical album on earth. I'd never, I'd never heard any of these songs because I'm not a big Disney watching fan. Back when I was a kid, yes, but not recently. My mom was, but it's got songs from The Lion King and other movies. And Dan came back and heard me listening. He goes, "Well, that's from The Lion King. What are you listening to?" But it's got a heavy metal edge to it. It's fantastic. Definitely check it out. Uh, let's see here, but Manila Road. Love Manila Road. Fantastic band. Uh, Band called Suck. Their album called Time to Suck from 1970. Fantastic. I know it says it suck on it, but the album does not suck. It doesn't. It sucks in a good way. So anyway, check them all out. Uh, there's just so much good music out there nowadays, especially from the 70s and 80s, and later 60s. Oh, just go check all this music out and open your mind. Just let it flow. You may find some stuff that you'll like. You may not like it, a lot of it, but there's always a chance you might find something you like from back in the day. Anyway, have a good week. Uh, got Father's Day, I believe, next weekend. Yep. And then the weekend after that, I got a family reunion. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, have a good week, and please subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell, and leave your own, leave a comment down below what you like, what you've been listening to lately. And we'll see you when we see you.